Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I am here with Yes, Your Grace, which is a brand new game that has released today, and I can't wait to show it on the channel. I've been looking forward to playing this game for quite some time, and let's just jump right on in. Okay, so Yes, Your Grace is a game of tough choices. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. So let's go play a game of tough choices. Click on the petitioner to call them forward. Audrey. It is time, Your Grace. Is it? Time for what? Click on the throne to step down. I had better put on the crown. Explore the room to find items of interest. You can find your inventory in the lower left corner. Select an item to interact with it. It's getting a bit rusty. Aha, where? You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. This is a map of your castle. Click on the castle wall to go there. Okay. Your Grace. A deserter. Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army is sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. I called him by name, so evidently I know him to an extent. Yeah, we probably will need every man. You know, I'm not so sure about there's no place for cowards under my banner, because cowardism is a tricky thing in battle. If somebody's in a battle and they're not afraid, they're lying. Even the least brave soldiers are essential now. With courage, we will defeat the enemy no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go and stand for Davern. Thank you, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. Okay. How bad is it, General? Our men are scared. It's the middle of the night, and yet it's so bright, as if Savrog himself walked our lands. The thin walls won't last long, and we lack any solid defense measures. We don't have enough men. Once they get in, we have nothing we can throw their way. Can you hear the chanting? They're getting ready. We'd better get started. I have gathered archers from all the other walls. They are awaiting you at the wall, Your Grace. There's still time to put up white flags. Sons of Davern, my brothers, we stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you to fight for all you hold dear. For Davern. Arg. Yes, your grace. Okay, so I think that was like the intro. 1 year earlier. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. You found me. Well done, Father. Come on now, Lorusula. It's not often that we can do this. I told you, I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorusula, that's no way to speak to your father. Lorusula is a stick in the mud. Shut it, Azalea. We can see you from miles away. Oh, you know, I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. Got you. Shouldn't have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. And here's the little one. No! I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked? I demand another trial of the game. How official, huh? Maybe next time, said Ani. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. Grievno, Week 1. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. Can you go and speak to Lorusula, my dear? I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her recently. Maybe she will open up a bit more to you. She's probably wandering about at the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Your Grace? I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisors makes a note about the encounter in your archive, and you can see all the entries by clicking the archive button below. Okay. Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Well, congratulations. The problem is, We don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter-in-laws think of our... My daughter's in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We would only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. Who are you? You know, I want to be a charitable king. I really do. But do I have to pay for every wedding that happens in my kingdom? It doesn't seem like the appropriate type of request that should come to a king. Fine. You can't have a marriage without the music and something to kill the thirst. Oh yes, the thirst's the worst. We will show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Haha. Alright. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. I'm just the most charitable person in the world. Why not? Oh, we surely will. Thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you. You must send your men. Check what's happened. Find those responsible. Tell me more. Who are they? Bright redheads. Short but sharp fangs. Hundreds of them. Gleaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next week, once you're ready. Sometimes you will need to see your family members before you can advance. I think this is the flower. But I want to go... How can I be of service, Your Grace? What would you like to know about, Your Grace? The villages in our domain pay taxes. Happy people will pay their taxes gladly, while the resentful will do what they can to get around them, resulting in less income for us. This is why we need to make sure people's contentment is high in order to keep a good gold flow. We have to control 4 resources to keep our kingdom running smoothly. Gold, supplies, army, and contentment. We need to distribute gold and supplies to our petitioners. If they are happy, their contentment will grow. A strong kingdom needs a big army. To gain more soldiers for our army, we will need to make alliances with neighboring lords and kings. We can gain resources through taxes as well as from the alliances we make with lords. That's all for now. Dungeon. Garden. Castle wall. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. You want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No? I'm fine, Father. I can see something's wrong. Why won't you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Why don't you want to play with us? You used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore. Alright, well, I'll see you later. Pet the kitty. Aww. Yep, I like kitties. That gate looks very old. Anyone with some strength could probably just barge through it. Damn it, this is worse than I thought. Is it? The recent downpour have damaged a lot of buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. This sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. By all the gods that could have been me. Your Grace, do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here again? Oh, I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe? How dare you tell such a falsehood? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Oh yeah, I think I remember. Your Grace, I have been enlightened, and I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a higher purpose now. Just maybe let me out. It is a pretty minor crime. You've had enough. I hope you learned your lesson. You may leave. What, really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. Alright. So we now have a cell for someone who might truly need it. Options. Yes, Father? Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What is the matter with you two? You and Lorsulia used to be best friends. You mean, why is Lorsulia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean, yes. She's annoying is all. This isn't going anywhere, is it? How can both of you be so stubborn? You're not going to let her off, are you? Not until she stops being such a pain. If she wasn't so annoying, I wouldn't have to insult her. And so we come full circle. Do I ever? Yeah, you probably do. Alright. To the throne room and beyond. The river brings lots of wildlife to the area. I enjoy the sounds of birds chirping each morning. Aurelia convinced me to have some plants here. Makes the place seem more friendly. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you will be able to see your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. Alright. Remove supply penalty from the treasury. Fix pantry roof. Fix market stall. Gain 2 gold per week. Repair theater. Removes contentment penalty from treasury. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. You can buy an upgrade. Simply click the button with the upgrade name and you will see the cost added to the summary. So the pantry roof is affecting supplies. Stan General, -9 gold. Is that how much I pay to him? I must assume here. Repair theater. I think this is how much I make. So if I fix the market stall, I'll have 3 left over. And then on top of the 8, I'll have a total of 11. And we're going to also fix the pantry roof. Okay, save and continue. Right, we're pretty poor here. Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth, a crest of Radovia. I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me. Whose banner are you bearing? Is it true that you're from Radovia? Your man is right. Radovia is my home, and soon yours too. Ha. What were you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Who's your leader? Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. I've heard enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands, plundering and killing innocent men. There's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. Throw him into the dungeon. Don't want to let me go, but you don't have the guts to kill? My friends would gladly hear about your cowardly decisions. I need to see really about this. What do you make of this, Audrey? Radovians here. How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? It's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace, I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends, see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. I'm here representing Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. Oh, really, a bank? I hear that your treasury has seen better times, but I'm here to help. How does this work? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Oh, last thing to note, we only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. Alright, that's it for now. The Bank de Flirtini is always happy to help. I bring news, Father. Azalea sneaked out at night last week. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber. All laughing and a little tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she had been, but Sidani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Thick, don't speak ill of your sister. What's got into you, Lursulia? Azalea sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? I'd better talk to Azalea about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still, he is my son. I asked you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? Huh. Yes, our general will look for him. He will ask around if he can see and track down your son. I hope he is still in one piece. You have my thanks, Your Grace. My name is Etten. I'm the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked them down, and I know where they're keeping her. I planned everything out, but I just need your general to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, Your Grace. I don't have a general. And I don't have that much gold. I'm sorry I can't help. The general is occupied and my gold is running low. I wish you the best of luck getting your daughter back. And I wish you never find yourself in a similar situation. Keep your daughters safe, Your Grace. I will remember this. Well, that sucks. Okay, Pietro. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Well, that was weird. Okay. Alright, let's get down off this throne and go for a walk. To the guard. It's Azalea. Yes, father? There was a wedding in the village. I've heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you've spent to help them out with it, definitely was. I wish you would have asked me first. I'm not angry, I just want you to be safe. Why would you be mad? Is it because I went to the market? Come on now. I know about the wedding. Lursulia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course. Sidani. Sidani? Sneaking out at night, insulting your sister, what's next? I don't know, murder maybe. Enough of your jokes, Azalea. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkard thugs? Nothing happened, father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Lursulia said you got drunk. That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Ugh, Lursulia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you will make her marry some fat dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You were confined to the castle. No more visits to the market. Why am I supposed to... What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Ah, stupid Lursulia. I'll teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. I better talk to Lursulia. Darling. Foreign. Randovians have come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Randovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Bayran, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Lursulia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayran, the villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. What about the witch? Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax, and see how things with the thug turn out. How could we have promised our daughter's hand to a Rhodovian? With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. To think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though? We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we'll solve this. What are we going to do? If Bayron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. How could Rhodovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons. Maybe you could question him, see what he knows. I'll see what I can do. I'm terrified. I can handle this. Fine, I will stay here. Damn, I look so tired. Or maybe I'm just old. I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. Enough of the games. Tell me what you know. Why are you here? I suppose that's one way of killing time in this murky den. You see, Bayron, that lunatic, thinks everyone will follow him. Keeps raving about some promise. One of the 7 kings will give him his daughter. He thinks he's got a chance at mingling with the royals. I still can't decide if he's the mad one, or is it his followers who believe this bunk, who are really insane. You'll stay here a while longer. Maybe you'll be useful. Sure, as long as I don't die from boredom first. Okay. Anything happening at the wall? Yes, the other daughter. Oh, it's you. Azalea told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I had started to figure it out anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, and why is that? You'll have to get married at some stage. You're a princess, and every princess needs a prince. Getting upset and not talking to us won't help, but I can promise that we will take it slow. Time will show. I will check on you later. Hi, Dusty. What's that smell? Is that you, Dusty? Huh? Well, it wasn't me. Meow meow. Alright, and back to the throne room, I suppose. showed up at Davern Castle, Eric immediately knew it was about the promise he and his wife made 13 years ago. Alright. One more week. What do we have going on this time? Taxes are 10. We're getting 7 supplies. We're paying Stan the General 9 gold. We have the broken theater that is still messing with us, and new market stalls is going to give us a little bit more money. Well, let's repair the theater then. Grivno, week 3. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, I don't think, but fever and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. Sounds like Redovia has brought us something other than just steel. Yeah, take some supplies. Thank you. This is more than we expected anyway. You have a good heart, Your Grace. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask for 7 pieces of gold. Or 5 sacks of supplies, Your Grace. That way we can at least keep our children fed. There's 5 supplies. Feed your children well. That will be enough to keep us going for a couple of weeks. God's favor you. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build a new tavern in Branca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profit once I start making money on the business. How about come back another time? I like the sound of this, but our treasury cannot afford the expense right now. Come back in a couple of weeks. Yes, Your Grace. And hello, Mr. Banker. I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape, Your Grace. I wanted to offer my services. That's it for now. We'll try to make do without your services. The Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. Alright, Audrey? A pigeon. Dear Eric, we have crossed the mountains. We will come for what was promised, for the gods have graced us with their strength. Bayran, the king of Redovia. So they do have a king after all. And where there's a king, an army follows. What promises are they babbling about anyway? To take my daughter's hand. Wha? How? You never mentioned it, Your Grace. I didn't think I would have to keep my word. We can't let barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on with the audits, and I'll make some preparation in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. Alright, time to walk about. Council chamber, garden, bed chamber, dungeon. Darling, how are you holding up? I don't know. So unreal. Marry a prince, a lord, even. Yes, but let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It will be fine. I won't let them take her away. Anything in this chest? No. Bed. Fireplace. Didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. I don't die from boredom. Okay. What's Sidani doing here? Hey there. Pumpkin. Pumpkin. That's new. I like it. Your Grace. You shouldn't be playing here. I always tell you not to play here. But this is my most cherished place in the fortress. Oh, you have most finest items here, Father. Please, let me stay here. I won't break anything, I promise. Fine, you can stay. As long as you don't damage anything. Oh yes, thank you, Your Grace. Ooh, let's see what else is here. Your Grace, I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talus. He might be able to help. Click on the Allies tab on the Resource panel to view your potential allies. We can talk to the nearby lords. But first I would suggest inviting Talus. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. You need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. You must have 3,000 troops. That must be what that is. Great Talents should visit us within a week. Invitation sent. With his army, we should be able to repel Radovia. No matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. Just a pile of rubbish. Alright, and so this is probably a good place to wrap up the episode. So we are 3 weeks in, and honestly, how do I put this? I'm happy enough right now. However, I've seen all of this before from other YouTubers who had early access to this game. I am slightly concerned that there's not a lot of replayability here. So far, the story seems to be going very similar to the way I've seen this story go before. However, we're only 3 weeks in. How many weeks is the true game? You know, there's 52 weeks a year, and we know in a year there's going to be an army marching on us. So, you know, we got about 49 more weeks until that happens. So there's a lot of stuff that could happen, I suppose, in the 49 weeks. But right now, what I've seen so far is quite a bit what I've seen with people who had early access to the game. Maybe in the upcoming episodes we'll start to diverge and see some more, and I'll see some new stuff. But hopefully you're enjoying the playthrough. You're enjoying the game. I was really excited about this game, and you may or may not be. But you can view what I'm doing, and you can make a decision on if you like the game or not. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all. Peace.